Alright, welcome back everybody. We're heading to the wards. We're gonna go down and talk to, what's his name? General Septimus. Because, we went and saw the Asari consort last time, and, crap, what was it exactly that was happening? I need to just refresh myself. So, is it just that? Yeah, okay. Generals at Cora's down in the lower wards ask him to stop spreading rumors about... Oh, that's right. He was spreading rumors about her. Oh, what? Okay, fine. Well, I guess we're not doing that yet. So we are going to continue walking along and exploring the Presidium until we get to the council. Madam. So let's see, we went over that way. Oh, there's Avina. I thought, oh wait.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
We've seen so many of these things.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
I'm not talking to you.
Please
I'm
do
talking
not
to it.
disturb the keepers.
Fine.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
What kind of rehabilitation? Alright, tell me more about this business.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
They expanded and took over the place, but then just very suddenly disappeared. I know that something like that will eventually be revealed during the course of the game, or maybe the games, but still, it's really interesting. Like, where are they gone?
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
Alright, tell me about each of those things then.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit.
It's the air traffic control
Every
tower.
ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Okay, interesting.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council Chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
So she's not going to make any kind of judgment if I say that, because she can't, so she'll just be like, wow, good for you.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
Jeez. So somebody has programmed her specifically to say that, then.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Yeah, what makes this special? I mean, was this the seat of government for the Protheans as well?
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Very convenient that the conditions necessary for the Protheans to live are also the conditions necessary for basically the entire rest of the galaxy. Except for those, like, little short guys that I can't remember the name of from last time.
That's all for now.
Little short and angry
Thank
guys.
you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
So this is the tower. Before I go in there, I want to just look to see if there's anything else out here. There's the mass relay. Yeah, Kaiden, what you got to say?
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Is there an actual hum, or is it just because he's a biotic and he can sense weird things?
Art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
No interaction? Okay. And it looks like that just goes right back to where I was. Okay. I was kind of worried that this section would just go on and on and on. I just keep having to look at more stuff. I mean, it's interesting, but also it's good to progress the story sometimes. Citadel Tower Elevator. The elevator leads up to the Citadel Tower, where the Council convenes to pass judgment on interstellar matters. Alright, get in, guys. Oh, well, that's one way to do it. Just teleport them in. Is this some elevator music? The shadows are freaking out.
Ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
You know, Udina's kind of, yeah, there's something off about him, so I'm kind of with you on that, Ashley. We don't necessarily have to trust him. He just seems like one of those kind of politicians who's sort of out for himself, though I don't have a lot to go on for that. Just a feeling. Can't go that way now. What is that music? Is that still the elevator music? I was gonna say, if that is the music for the Citadel. Garrus. And Executor Palin. He's here, okay.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander
Hello.
Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
You blew it.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Well, I wanted to talk to you more. You might have some
You
information.
don't want to keep the council waiting.
Whatever. Oh, fancy fountain. Okay. Can't talk to any of these people. Who is this with the fancy suit? No one. Is there anything back here? Just people standing around that I can't interact with.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh.
The ballers won't be joining the council
Volus,
for
that's
years.
what they were called.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
This one thinks the Hanar are just fine. Sir? Fine. Sorry, I'm just like wandering around. I just want to look at everything. Oh, Rear Admiral Kahoku? Kahoku.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the council's assistants.
Kahoku sounds almost Hawaiian.
Commander?
Oh, okay. Well, you're important. I guess I'll have to talk to you about something later. No? All this is just... You know, I like that there are just these open spaces that are filled with people that I can't interact with.
I just want to ask a couple of questions. Commander?
I want to talk to you. Alright, anything back that way doesn't look like it. Okay, we're just gonna go up. Captain Anderson!
The hearing's already started. Come on.
I'm sorry I'm late. I'm a slowpoke. I had to just look at everything.
Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
I don't know about
The
that.
investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
What? How'd you get involved? Or that was you, not me? Should always go for the one on the left, because the question will open up more stuff.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
Why are you such an
Has
asshole?
no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
God, what is this guy all about? What is his deal? Like, what is he after, I wonder? I mean, I already saw he's with, you know, the alien with the big boobs. And anyway.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence.
Oh, of course
not
you're
wild
siding with him. You're a
imaginings and reckless
Turian.
Speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You guys won't. You won't listen anyway.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Well, maybe Udine is not that bad. He's just... I don't know, he's just always pissy.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing.
Oh,
Captain.
God.
You and Saren have
I take
too
it
much
back.
history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
What's your history with him, anyway?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
So what can we do? The Council's not going to help us. Do we have a plan?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Yeah, he did seem alright.
Any idea where we could find him?
Probably CSEC.
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the
Oh
job.
my god.
I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an
Is he
excuse
off the
to ignore
case?
anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Oh, come on, be nice to this guy.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Yeah, that's where I'm wanting to go anyway. What else do you know?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district.
I remember him.
Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder.
Sounds about right.
I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Yeah, I bet. He's already trying to sell me information and talking about how he could hide my financial dealings.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
So he's a psychopath.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Oh, lots of questions. Let's get started.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
So they want the humans to go and gentrify all these terrible areas and then won't help. Also, Jesus, there's been so many sirens going by. I'm gonna have to edit all this out, I think. Or I might leave it in, who knows. Crap. Okay, everyone knows it's only a matter of time before we get a seat on the Council. Ambassador thinks it should happen. I already asked what about you and Saren, didn't I?
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in C-Sec now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Extreme measures? That... I don't know about that.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
And if one goes too far, if one, Sarens the place up?
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates.
Not careful enough.
But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
I have a feeling that's going to eventually be me.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years.
Me?
They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
So, sounds like the hit was orchestrated by Saren to prevent me from being on the Spectres. So then I couldn't stop him from doing whatever it is that he's doing. I mean, he also probably was on that planet to get the beacon or whatever, but I'm sure that, yeah, it all lined up perfectly for him. He's playing his game of chess.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Is there anything else? Oh yeah, there were quite a bit of other ones.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
And Barlavon.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Alright, I see.
should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.